Alright, here's the exhaust off. My before, maybe your after. Just listen. Oh yeah. That was hot. Alright, turn this off before I gas up the whole garage. Alright. Starting by jacking it up. Little bits at a time. Front is jacked. About to jack the backside from the diff. Okay. Got the back on jack stands, front on jack stands. Quick tip before you go ahead and jack up the back as high as you can, you want to gradually get the front up, or else you might have a huge shift of weight on you as you're trying to transfer it, and it might just fall off. Not to mention that the front wheels are back on the ground, and the front bumper is also pretty low because the ass end is up. So I've done this before, getting those exhausts out through this little hole here is kind of a pain unless you have enough room, so I'm gonna give it plenty of height. Okay, lifted the jack stands a few more increments. Hopefully that's plenty of room to get under here. Looks like a lot. Looks like a lot of room right now, but once you get under there, it's a maze. Of course, you want to shake the car. It's nice and steady. Should really do all sides. Shake it from both ends. Yeah, it's sturdy. I now feel comfortable to get underneath the car. From now, you just pick a side, take a wheel off, and you also got to take off that shock there. And eventually, you'll get to pull down the axle. Well, wait till we get to that part. We'll have the fun. I got the wheel off. You can see my slide rotors. Got the wheel down here just in case anything goes wrong and it crushes me. So that's always safe. Next, I'm gonna disconnect this part, whatever that is, and swing it back. I'm gonna swing it back around there, and I think I'm even gonna take off this one too. There, you can see it now. I'm gonna take off that and take off this, just the bolts, not the entire struts. Okay, so those two are 18s. Alright, so quick consulting my Mustang manual. This thing is called the shock absorber, and reattaching this is going to be 57 to 75 foot-pounds, and this thingy is called the axle damper. This will also be attached at 57 to 75 foot-pounds. Don't forget about that. Alright, so I pulled off the axle damper, leaving the washer and nut still on there. You can just move this around. It can even be compressed. Just move that out of the way. Next one is the shock absorber. Quick update. I double checked this inside bolt is actually a 15 millimeter, not a 16. So in case you don't have all the tools, believe it. Look, I got two sets out. Right, so I got the bolt off and the nuts off. The bolt's still in there. So this struck, and it's not gonna come out with any sort of pounding. You don't want to mess that up. So here I got a jack, little cheater bar. Line her up. Just underneath that, where the little mounting knuckle is, where you want to put it on. You might even get to see it. Moves right out of place. It'll loosen up. Let's feel. Booyah. Came out like a charm. Slowly lower it down. And there it goes. Now the axle is hanging down. For now, you can keep it on the jacks. We'll be maneuvering it out of the way soon, putting the exhaust back on. Alright, exhaust is in place. All it needs to do is wrap around the axle. Use the ball jack to push the axle down. And trying to fit it through the back in that way. Turns out it's so much easier to just put it over here and slide it around. Like I said, that muffler is not in place and in the way. Okay, got strut or shock and axle damper back in place, as well as the exhaust. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, just put it over there and then slid it up, up, and over the axle. Much easier that way rather than trying to fit it back that in over the axle. There's no room with the muffler. The next thing is tighten these both 57 to 75 foot-pounds. Okay, so I'm putting on the final bolts. There's the first one, the last one. I noticed it looks like it's charred. So I'm wondering if I was spitting any flames and I didn't know it. I did get plenty of backfire, so that would be cool. Alright, fun part's over. Here's the exhaust now. Whoopee! I can't even hear the damn thing. Alright, here we go. Still good. Yeah.